Hey, good people! Welcome back to Monique's Book List. So we are here to film the June TBR. Some books in May didn't get read because I felt like reading other stuff, and I did. So hopefully, I'm going to add them to the end of this list if I have time. Again, I have three book groups who, at the time I'm filming this, have not announced the books we're reading for the month of June. Not surprising. I'm filming this rather early. So if I get them before I publish this video, then I will add them at the end in just a text format with the pictures of the books. So let's go ahead and get into this list. The first book that I'm reading, and I have notes, but unfortunately I didn't list the author, so I have to look at my phone. I'm trying to do this rather quickly because it's almost time for my daughter to wake up from her nap. So, all right, so the first book is The Prize, and it is by Julie Garwin. And all I know about this is that there's a young lady who has inherited a piece of property that a group of people want, and they keep sending people trying to take this property from her. It is historical romance, and they kind of keep sending these people to try to take her land, and she keeps defending herself and her land, and then eventually they send this one guy who does get her off her land, and when they get her off her land, she's his prize. His prize is to get to marry someone he wants, because she was such a badass, her prize was to get to marry anyone she wants. And she was like, we don't really like each other, so I'm going to stick myself with you to make you miserable since I can't have my land. So that's all I know about this book. I'm really excited to get into it. The next book is The Burning Issue of the Day. It is a cozy murder mystery. It is the Lady Hardcastle series, cozy murder mystery, in a series that I have been reading for years. When I say years, I mean two. It is by T.E. Kinsey, and I've been reading his books for a while now, and this is the fourth or fifth book in this series. The next book on the list is The Governess Game, and that is by Tessa Dare. Again, historical romance. I'm reading the two historical romance novels off of the recommendation of the Nush. I just combined her names, the novel Lush, and I'm really excited. She seemed to love these books, and we tend to have the same type of um, interest when it comes to romance. So that's why I'm reading these two books. And let's go ahead and get into the other books. The next book is called The Beast's Heart. It is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, and it's from the standpoint, from the point of view of the Beast himself, and that is written by Leif Shellcroft. His name is pronounced Leif Shellcroft, but as you see when I put the picture up, it's not quite spelled that way. Well, the first part, Leif. And the next is With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. This is an extremely new book. All I know about it is the young lady and the main character in this book likes cooking, and somehow it ties into how she saves her family. That's literally all I know about this book. I'm really excited to read it. The next book, of course, my friend group book club, my local book club, we are reading 50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James. Is that her name? E.L. James. Anyone knows me knows that I've tried to read this book before, and I'm not a big fan of it. I think that I'm just not a big fan of it. Even though I like smut and even though I like romance, for some reason this book just doesn't rub me the right way. Let's see. But we're going to give it another try. The group voted, and this was the book that we wanted to read since we were reading the next book in the Pendergrass series. That's what they all agreed to, because I really wanted to read the next book this month in May, which I'm happy we did because it's a really good book. But yeah, so the next book is 50 Shades of Grey. And then on the list is this wonderful book. So the next book is by an author who is very new to me. The book is called There's Something About Sweetie. The author is Santa Menon. And I believe this is two Indian teenagers who are dating each other out of spite for their parents. Like, both their parents want them to be together, kind of thing. So they're dating each other out of spite. I think they're doing it more out of like, we'll show them that we're not good for each other. Kind of like that book that's coming out later this year called Fake It Till You Break It. But that's about an Asian couple. This is about an Indian couple. So I'm really excited to read it. This author is very new to me. This is the first time I've ever heard about this book. Let me see if I can get more details about it really quick. Was it released recently? Let me see. Yeah, it was published this year. It was published on the 13th of May. So it's a relatively, not relatively, it's extremely new book, like The Fire on High. So this is the first time I've ever read like new to me authors and new books out at the same time. So that list seems very small. It seems like it's a doable. Again, I have um, actually I have 4 book club books that I'm expecting to come in after I record this. However, I'm only going to participate in 3 of those book clubs. I feel like my historical mystery stuff is just not paying off. Like the books are daunting and they haven't aged well, so they feel cumbersome to read. And so I figured I would give myself a break in the month of June and just pick back up in July or August, depending on the books that you know, we're going to be reading. So yeah, I have Wicked Spirits that I'm waiting on, my historical romance, and then um, my I think it's called Lady Power book club. And those 3 books come in, I'll have them at the end of this video. But I think that's it. Thank you for listening. I appreciate your support. I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I want to say thank you to all the new viewers, people who are viewing who aren't subscribed. I thank you to all my friends who have been watching the videos. I really do appreciate your support with this. This is kind of weird for someone to, at the age of 40, decide to pick up a camera and talk about books and post it on the internet. So I do appreciate you supporting me doing this. I just want to say thank you. And until next time, bye.